Yeah. I'm blessed still, brother.
I
Blessed.
that.
Yeah. So what? How's your day been?
Yeah, it's been all right. Obviously bank holiday weekends. Trying
Mm,
to trying to be too busy, but mornings I just do a little bit here and there. Then afternoon I've got to just kind of relax and wind down, ready for next week, innit?
yeah. I hear that still.
What
Yeah.
about yourself?
Yeah. So I'm just enjoying the 4 days off, innit? The long weekends, but
Yeah.
obviously sometimes prefer to be making money, but obviously
Mm,
what rest is important. Rest is just as important. The ones there.
definitely. 100%. You would go
Mm,
look. What I've realized in there, you got to look after your health because if you're injured and something, you can't do nothing no more. Your mash up is everything's mash up. Where if you kind of moderate things, you can always keep on being active and making money. If that makes sense.
Fools, bruv. Come on, because like there's times where you burn yourself out, you push yourself, but then sometimes it's counterproductive because for that moment it's good. You're pushing yourself, you're matching peas,
Mm,
but then you might you'll hit a brick wall, so then you'll slow down. Do you understand what I
exactly.
mean?
Exactly.
You got to be sensible, like especially as you get older as well. Do you know what I mean? Because like obviously when you're young, you kind of can just bam go for it.
Yeah.
When you get older, you kind of have to be managing yourself,
Yeah.
your properly. You get me?
Yeah. It's like gym training. Sometimes you can go too hard until you get injured, then you're out of the game for like 2 months. You know, so you learn from that to just never go over the top because then it's more detrimental. You understand what I'm saying to you?
But I'm still, you get me? That's something I'm still learning because I'm getting shoulder injuries. I'm getting aches and pains in my knees and that. So
Mm,
it's like you just have to get the balance right, especially obviously when your work's physical as well. Do you know
exactly.
what I mean?
Exactly.
Because
You know.
when you're sitting at a desk all day, you can get up and run 10K every day or whatever. You know what I mean? But when you got physical work, it ain't just that simple. You got to kind of put that into play as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think when you're at Tesco, then you need to go for a 10K run because all you do to clear your brain. Do
Well,
you
that's
know what I'm saying? When you're in front of a computer
to clear
all
your
day.
brain. And also, like we said before, the body's made for motion. You can't.
Exactly.
You're not meant to be sat in front of a screen all day. You don't know one's there, but obviously it's nice. If it pays you, it pays you. It's all
Yeah.
good, but realistically, your body's not made to just be soft. Your body's made to be moving in motion. You get me? But yeah.
No, 100%.
But you know what as well? Yeah, obviously, the last time we was talking, we had some technical difficulties in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, obviously we was kind of finishing up speaking about motivation and that and obviously people lacking motivation and how to stay motivated and how to regain motivation if you've lost it. Do you know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think we were just saying about people limiting themselves and also like like some people can let age come into it because I've had people. I remember years ago, a man said to me, "If you ain't made it by now, then you ain't gonna make it." And I think that's the wrong mentality. Do you understand? I mean, so you can't.
Yeah, that's definitely the wrong mentality.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
exactly.
I remember reading somewhere when I was younger that a man is at his most not not the word prime, but where he's at the most achievable age is 45. Because by then, you've made all your mistakes, you've learned all the things, you learn what not to do and what to do,
Yeah,
and that's when you're ready to kind of cash in of your life experiences. Do you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Well,
Not to say you can't be successful from earlier, but to say 45 is when your pinnacle. Do you know
yeah.
what I'm
Well,
saying?
well, exactly. And you know what it is as well, bruv. Like you can't. I feel like you can't write yourself off. Like everyone's story is different, innit? So some man might get to their goals at a younger age. Some man might have to go through different routes and different obstacles before they get to that goal. You
Mm,
understand? Or till they get to the position what they call success. Or do you know what I
yeah.
mean? But the reality of it is, how I look at things is that, like, if you look at how, like, this country, for example, the retirement age is 67, bro. So why would you, if you, that means whatever career you're in or whatever where you make money, you gotta keep doing that for X, Y till you're 67 years old. So, or is it 65? But so why would you write yourself off at 40? When you
Yeah.
still got 27 years of work, of 27 years, what they say, of working years ahead of you. Do you understand what I mean? So
Yeah.
that means you can still learn something else and start a new career within 3-4 years. Do you understand what I mean? So why would you still got to be pushing? If you write yourself off, that's to your own detriment.
Bro,
Do you get what I mean?
that's definitely true. Because even I had a lesson that I learned, you know, 'cause I was going to I think last year when I was doing a lot of running, I started to go to they had like a park run thing where they done a 10K run every Saturday. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes people go, "Oh, when you're past 40 or this age, your body gives up. You can't be fit." And when I was going to this run, the amount of like not pensioners, but people like 60, 70 that was doing this run at a good pace, and make you think, if you look after yourself, you can always be physically fit. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
100%, bro.
You know?
Yeah, 100%. 'Cause I've had someone say to me, a colleague said to me that, yeah, that they went for a run with their 7-year-old, I think it was their grandparent or whatever. And I thought, look at that. So yeah, you know what I mean? It's just it's your mentality and how you look after yourself, what
Exactly.
kind of determine how you age and what you're like. You can't write off your own capabilities,
You
innit?
can
So
you know, that's the one, you know?
yeah, exactly, bro. Because like, and the person that said it by the time I thought, yeah, I got to stay away from you.
Exactly,
You understand?
you know?
Yeah,
Exactly.
your mindset ain't matching up with mine. You understand what I
Exactly.
mean?
I'm seeing old man that's 69, 70 do 5K in flipping 25 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Come
So
on, bro.
so that just told me, yeah, like from I look after myself, I can stay physically fit. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's on me. Do
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I think where it is what you realize that once you get to a certain age, you gotta start looking after yourself, start be aware and
That's the
okay,
one.
I'm not made of steel. I've got to start looking after my body. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Managing things properly, and that's how you'll get longevity out of your body, and also, do you know, keep your mind sharp as well, innit? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. But so that's what was So before our technical thing last week was about motivation, and also another thing that what helps as well is that like, if you can't stay motivated, you just gotta stay consistent, bro. Do you
Mm.
understand what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
So because even and I realized that even like when I was studying for my gas exam, bro. Like, so sometimes I was struggling to kind of keep on top of the revision. But what I had to do is just consistently have the same pattern every day. Do you get what
Yeah.
I mean? And that was the case of me just having my gas book with me in my van. So every time I had a break, it was there. And I was like, all right, if I'm going to have an hour break, I have to be reading for half an hour every
Yeah.
day. Do you
Yeah.
understand what I mean? So even if I'm not motivated and I'm thinking, oh, I'd rather just sit here and do nothing for an hour. Do you understand
Just
what I mean?
yeah,
But
you know, just let your brain let it relax kind of thing. It's easy to get in that pattern.
you just want to be comfortable. Same thing we were saying, like you just want to just sit down and just look at notes on my phone. Like, I don't really want to read, but you look at it and think, you know what? Even if I just read for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, so you can consistently do that. So if you can't stay motivated, you gotta stay consistent, bruv. Do you understand what I mean?
Hundred
And
percent. 100%. But it's hard to come out of the comfort zone, innit? You know?
yeah, bro, 1,000,000%, bruv. Like it's a constant battle, bruv. You have to keep
Constant.
pushing yourself out of it, bro. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean,
it's a mental battle. You got that you have to break. You know?
bruv? You have to break it because you know what it is. It's like what they say. Obviously, it's a dopamine rush, innit? So all them when you're looking at your phone and you're doing nothing, it's like that's if that's how you choose to get your dopamine rush, then that's what you'll keep doing. Where also when you achieve something, that gives you a dopamine rush, but it's the harder option. Do you get what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah, I'm saying
100%.
so you've got and also what you just gotta be you gotta realize don't let things distract you. Like you gotta understand like all right, nothing comes easy. So me just sitting there, if I choose to just sit down and go for the easy, comfortable option every day,
Yeah.
what am I in the long run? Where's that gonna get me? Do you
But
understand what I mean?
yeah. I think you got to make steps, like you said, to be comfortable being uncomfortable. You understand what I'm saying to you?
That's the key, bro. You have to, and that's the key, not just with like when you're relaxing. That's the key with even like you said your approach to work, bro.
Bro.
Do you understand what I mean? Oh, you know what I mean? If you're always looking for the comfortable, like once you like, for example, once you learn something, oh, I'm gonna just stick to that job. I'm gonna stick to doing that because that's what I know to do. Where you're never gonna see no growth in it. You have to kind of be ready to like seek challenges in it. Always like
100%.
it's good, like even. So when you seek challenge, you're putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. You're pushing yourself. You're pushing your boundaries in it. But
I think
you're learning.
yeah. I think especially in trades, obviously I
Yeah,
can't talk about other jobs because I know trade in it, but you've got to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations because you will be in a lot of uncomfortable situations. Do you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because
yes,
like for me, when I first started, obviously once I first got qualified and I was working by myself, I didn't like coming out of just the regular services and gas safety checks because I
yeah,
knew, just straightforward, test the gas, do the boiler checks, look over the boiler, the basic checks, and especially when you've got a lot of jobs or you're always coming across different boilers that you're not used to, you get used to getting thrown off. But sometimes
yes,
you come to a boiler that is the casing's all weird, everything's just different, and you're uncomfortable,
yeah,
especially in someone's property, and that so you've got to kind of do research and it's pressure at first, but you have to get used to that uncomfortable situation, and then even more so when you start taking breakdowns. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Oh, you know why that's right as well? Because you can't control what you're gonna face. Do you understand what I mean? So when you're just trying to control what you what you choose to take on as a job or what you choose to face yourself with, you're setting yourself up. Because
Yeah,
then when you're not in, you face it, you think, all right, what am I gonna do now? Do you understand what I mean?
yeah.
Do you get what I mean? And then so once you get used to being uncomfortable, you expose yourself to more. So then there's probably less that you can be surprised with. You understand what I
But
mean?
this is what it is. Because even when I started working for a company, when you're getting all these jobs a day and you're going to let me just this service be straightforward. Like you get routine, back. Then the minute you come to something that is a bit tricky, you're all over the place. You understand what I'm saying to you? So
Yeah,
you gotta go into everything saying, you know what, might be a madness. I might have to do, and especially with layouts of houses and different, you've got to really expect anything. You understand what
yeah,
I'm saying to you?
yeah. You
And
know what it's like? You know what it's like? It's like sometimes, obviously not all the time, sometimes like you gotta be asking for problems, like looking for you know what I mean,
it,
difficult
it's, the same,
situations.
it's the same thing with when you're fitting and installing. You're thinking, I hope this pipe where everything just smooth fits. But then you might come to a point thinking, shit, I'm gonna have to bend that pipe and drill through that hole, and you gotta find a way. Do you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
So you're
exactly.
always constantly got to be thinking, and like we said, it all boils down to get used to being uncomfortable and resolving issues. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But and you know as well, and as well, because you know what as well. So there's because even the same thing with regarding to work. There's even one time I went on a job, yeah, and there was a few plumbers, yeah, and one of them was doing like all the distribution, all the mains into it was a care home, doing all the mains into the care homes and then valving it off. Then we would then it was changing from copper to plastic. Then the rest of us were kind of going behind him doing all the plastic in the rooms. And then, but I noticed he was moving a bit slow, and I could have just gone for the. And part of me was thinking, let me just stick on the plastic to go through the easy
Yeah,
choice.
yeah, yeah.
But then Sam said, I've only just started here. they got, oh, this guy's supposed to be like the top guy, like it's all on him. Let me let this man know that I don't mind jumping in and getting the copper rooms and doing the valve set up and all that. So I said to him, mate, do you want me to jump in the thing? He goes, oh, can you do it? I said, of course I can. He goes, oh, so I weren't sure your capabilities. And I thought, what? So I thought, okay, it's a good thing I put myself up for the harder thing. Because this guy might have been thinking, he's not up to much. Then what I realized, all the other guys doing the plastics was less qualified anyway. So I'm thinking, yeah, it's good that I put myself out there and put myself in that situation. And to be honest with you, I ended up taking over that side of things. The other guy got put on something else. So that showed me, right, you can't always go for the easy up. You got to kind of obviously you got to be sensible. You don't want to just throw yourself into anything, but you can't be always, it's not good to just always want it to be play the background and play the easy route. You understand? You don't.
It can be easy to think, let me just, boy, I want to finish that fire. Let me just take the easy route and the easy way out and not take on the difficult, challenging jobs. Do you know what I'm saying? You definitely, you have to do that, innit? You know?
Yeah, and you know as well, bro. It's as well. Sometimes like we underestimate ourselves anyway. Do you understand what I mean?
100%.
And like when you limit yourself, sometimes when you underestimate yourself and limit yourself, you don't discover your capabilities, even not just for yourself. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. You know, because sometimes you can avoid a job, you know, like, and you think, you keep on putting it off. But then when you're faced and you do, you're thinking, raw, like, it's a dope, like I said, it's a dopamine boost. You do these things and you know, and that's something else ticked off your list. And that raises up your stock on what your capabilities a bit more. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah. Cool.
Because, you know, a man said, you know, how you become valuable is be comfortable being uncomfortable, do uncomfortable, do things that you're not sure if you can do the difficult things, learn on the job. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, 100%,
you know?
bruv. Yeah, no, 100%, bruv. Yeah, 100%. And you know what as well, like, obviously, it builds resilience as well. And again, like, even not just work related, but life in general. Like, you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. You have to also have resilience in it. So when you kind of don't limit yourself and you don't mind pushing yourself and even jumping into other things, like even like, for example, even doing this, for example, all this social media stuff, that's out of our comfort zone, bruv. Do you understand? But to me, it's something that probably is a good thing to do. I feel like there is things, there benefits of it. There's also where, if like, obviously, for example, we're trying to encourage different people from our walks of art where we're from to kind of change their life. So I feel like what we say, what we've been through, where we come from, and where we are today is valuable. Do you understand what I mean? Is what we've got to say and what we've experienced can be valuable to other people. So do you know what I mean? So why would we not kind of step out of our comfort zone and kind of jump on this? You understand what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely. Sometimes you just got to talk the thing if it benefits people, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because obviously, especially as well, we're from a place where, and we had a lifestyle where we wanted to be incognito all times. Do you understand what I mean? So this is new to us to kind of be out here like this. Do you understand what I mean?
No, definitely. You feel like you kind of, it's all like you feel like you're leaving yourself open, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Well, come on. But the reality is, we've changed our life, so we ain't got nothing to hide. We don't need to be like that. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely. And that's the beauty of it, though, really, because you can come out of the darkness. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Come on, bruv. Do you understand what I mean?
100%. 100%.
Trust me, bruv. But yeah, bro, flipping. But yeah, and you know as well, even and talking of that lifestyle, even then, bro, like when man was on the road, bro, like I always remember, like for example, when I first come home, I remember obviously things have changed. Like we was man, them was on one thing,